Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your full moon and Sagittarius reading. I hope you are doing well. I'm going to be pulling two Soul's Journey lesson cards for you. I'm going to be pulling two angel numbers, three tarot cards, and an angel answers card at the end. Let's see what your cards are going to tell us for your full moon on June 11th. If you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so very much. All right. The two cards you get, the first one is empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And the second one is envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Yes, we all have our challenges, right? I feel like you really need to be empathetic toward yourself. Some of you are really being hard on yourself, and through this, this full moon, which is in your sign, it's really going to emphasize, you know, nurturing yourself here. All right, 1414, light up. This card has come out. I want to say this card came out with Leo too, and a couple of other signs. So, it's definitely the energy going around to light up. Good vibes, balance, respect, family, optimism, quality, new connections, joy. Focus on your needs, desires, and passions. A lighthearted approach makes everything more accessible. New opportunities, a fresh friendship, or even in addition to your family are on the horizon. Positive energy will accelerate the flow of blessings coming your way. Beautiful energy. Let's see. 8888. Personal power, abundance, prosperity, strength, harmony, confidence, wealth, empowerment, epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Angels are sending this number to reassure you of the prosperity and well being that lie ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use your personal power for the greater good. Love that for you. All right, let's see. All right, Spirit, give me guidance for Sagittarius for their full moon. Let's see. Spirit, give me guidance for Sagittarius for their full moon. Spirit, give me guidance. What do they need to know for their highest good? What is it that they need to know? What is it that they need to know for their highest good? What is it that they need to know for their highest good, Spirit, for their full moon, Sagittarius? Please and thank you. All right. So your first card is the Two of Pentacles. Second card is the Six of Swords. And the third card is the Five of Swords. All right. So with the Two of Pentacles, there's that back and forth energy, right? But I feel like, collectively here, it's talking about balancing multiple responsibilities, being able to navigate the transition, and facing some type of conflict here is strongly what I'm getting. Um, it's like balance and adaptability here with this Two of Pentacles. And right now you may find yourself just juggling several aspects of your life. Some of you may be struggling to keep up with your work, your finances, your home life, just keeping up with things that you're wanting to do or even just to enjoy. And it's like, it's really important during this full moon time. And you see the full moon behind him in this card. And I really feel it's indicative to say, it's like the universe is giving you a nudge here to find harmony in your some type of your daily routine. Okay, managing your responsibilities, embracing the ebb and flow of what life demands of us every day, right? And sometimes it's some days are better than other, but stay flexible and adapt here with grace. Okay, there's something strong. It's like you have to adapt to changes with dignity and grace, right? We may not like it, but sometimes it's a necessity. Um, so it's like, remember too that keeping your balance is also, it's not just during the good times. It's about, you see the waves in the background. It's like moving with them. Sometimes we need to learn to move with the waves and not against them, right? So with the Six of Swords, I feel like with the water in both of the, there's actually, it's kind of like water in all three cards, but it's like, it's going from balancing that choppy water instead of going against it, going with the waves here. And then you're going from the waves to the calmer shore here. Because in the Five of Swords, even though the Five of Swords can be seen as something negative, it's like there's a calming effect coming in, right? There's something with peace here coming in for you. It's like it could start off a little turbulent, but then it's gonna come and slow down here. It's gonna get better. Something's gonna kind of resolve. But, the Six of Swords, right? It's about some type of transition, and it's a transition from rougher to smoother times, right? Regaining momentum, moving forward. Um, and although the journey's not going to be easy, right? It's necessary for you to grow and heal. And remember that every journey starts with the first step. You have to take the step. So you have to keep moving. And although some steps may be faster than others, still taking a step is you're stepping into the right direction. Okay. And it's about finding your path, right? To move to a more peaceful and stable future. With the Five of Swords, some of you could be just conflicted with yourself and conflicted with your thoughts, but I do feel like you need to figure out in your life, like, what battle is worth the fight and which ones aren't. It's like, just because you may be able to win, at what cost could you have to, would you have to do that, right? Are some things worth it just to prove that you're right? Not always, right? Sometimes it's best to just be the bigger person and walk away, even though that's very hard, right? I feel like we've all been in situations where we've had to be the bigger person and walk away. Um, and know that there's a solution to whatever conflict, whatever problem that's going to arise or that you're dealing with still at this time, especially if you're having to walk away. Like, find the power in having to walk away from something, no matter whether it's a job or an individual. Remain humble, make peace with your enemies. That doesn't mean you have to, go and tell them that you make peace, just within yourself. It's just, again, this conflict, tension, even deception here. It's like, it's really important for you to get into balance. It's time. And I do feel that, it's like you're skillfully navigating here through a period of like some type of personal, like, you're getting personal growth out of this. All right. Um, and again, there's a decision making here. I do feel like, with balance, but also a decision. Some of you, it's, do I stay or do I go? And there's conflict here, right? Again, it's going to be different for all of you, but that's just the energies that I'm getting. But I do feel like you need to be easy on yourself. And, we all have our challenges, as it states. You need to lighten the load here, is what I'm getting, and stand in your personal power, because you are stronger than you think, is what I'm getting. Okay. So the card you get is within the next few months. So I'm going to read that to see what it says further, because they have additional meetings, or sometimes within the next few, oh, hang on. Within the next few months. In the next few months, what you are asking about will occur. Divine timing means that other people's free will choices are also involved, so keep the faith while all of the pieces of the puzzle come together and the situation resolves itself beautifully. All right, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Have a beautiful day. Keep standing in your power, and I'll see you soon. Bye.